Okay, so I'm here to give you guys a little update on the V44X. This is the second generation production, and I'm gonna go over a couple updates, a couple changes on the knife. For the most part, everything's the same, but there have been some small changes. So I'm gonna go over those with you guys now, and I'll try to get some use outside so you guys can see for yourselves. All right, this is the first production. This is the, let's see, what does it say on there? Second production that's gonna be releasing on August 9th, and this is 2024. That's gonna be in a couple days. This original one was SK85. The new production is gonna be Bohler K329. So the knives are the same length. The steel is different, and the texturing is different. Probably the biggest change is in the handle tang. So in the first generation, right about here, there was a hole that was necessary for the heat treat. I didn't really want the hole there, but it was necessary for production. So what we did, we moved the hole here out and kind of dual purposed it as the lanyard hole and the hole that's needed for heat treat. So what that ended up making happen is, well, I wanted the lanyard hole a little smaller, but we have a smaller lanyard hole so that we have a little bit more material, and it should be stronger back there. So that's the only really big change, is the lanyard hole in the back is smaller. And that's pretty much it for the most part. The handle, the tang under the handle, the blade material, and the next big thing, if you guys can see that, is the blade texture. Let me move up here, see if I can make the camera focus. All right, so there's been some diamond checkering added to the handle, and I think that improves things a lot. Okay, so those are the three biggest changes between the first production and second production. The steel, different steel, and the lanyard hole being changed, and the handle texture. There'll be a couple color options. There'll be a couple different layered G10, this one, and then another more woodland color that's going to be called Wilderness. And there will be an orange and black G10 from Knife Center. All right, for some of you guys, you may not have seen the first video I did on this. And for those guys that have not seen the first video, I did kind of introducing the production V44X. I'll leave a link in the comments so you can go watch it. But I'm gonna go over this real quick. So for the people that are new to this, they'll have a basic idea. All right, so total length, it's right about 6 1/4. Max blade width, it's just a little bit over 2 3/4 inches. The total blade length from the handle to the tip is 10 inches. The sharpened portion is about 9 1/4. Handle length, about 6 1/4. And handle thickness, let's eyeball that. It's under an inch, so it's about 7/8. Maybe it's a little bit more than a 7/8. It's like 15/16. All right, so I'm going to show you guys the base for these and kind of where some of the inspiration came from. All right, so most of you are familiar with the Collins Legitimus number 18. some people call it a marine raider bowie. Others know it as a bailout knife, gung-ho knife, V44. So this was the main inspiration. So this is the V44X. The main idea was to make this a more useful knife, but still, you know, pay tribute to the original World War II version. All right, so I tried to make the guard look similar. I did take off the back guard. It makes the knife, I think, a lot more useful. Gave it a more ergonomic handle, a little more balance. The blade is much thicker, but not super thick. The blade stock is 5mm, or that's about 3/16 inches. All right, so you can see, if you can see the reflection there, I added a fuller. It's close to the same dimensions. And the cutting length is pretty much identical, if you guys can see that. Just added some spot there for the choil, and that's about it. The back of the spine is straight. There's no curvature there in the blade. Try to keep that the same. And one you guys probably have not seen, a lot of people don't know about these. These are made in New Zealand, and these are made for the 1st Raider Battalion. And there were only 1,000 of these made, and so who knows how many of these are still remaining, just, you know, around. But on this one, you can see the swedge is not sharp. This blade stock is thicker. Blade profile is really close on these two. Now this one's much heavier. The handle's solid aluminum. But that's that one. Let's see, I thought I had something to say about these. There's another version of these that is a little bit shorter with a different, a shorter grind also. And they were made for the New Zealand Air Force. And there was even less than 1,000 of those made. So if you see anything like this, might want to pick it up. All right, so that's about it. If I forget anything, I'll try to answer it in the comments. And there are already multiple reviews about the V44X on YouTube. So just do a couple of quick searches if you need any more information. There might be some in there. And if not, ask in the comments. I'll try to give you guys as much information as I have on this. All right. Again, this drop is going to be in less than a week. So I'm excited for it. And there will also be some available at Knife Center and DLT Trading, just like usual on the drops from Work Tough Gear. All right, thanks everybody for watching, and have a good one. Okay, so I forgot something. I forgot two things actually. The kydex is slightly different. So if you guys can see from the two sheaths in front of me, this is the new production sheath, and this is the first production. Kydex is shaped slightly different. So I don't know if you can see that from the video. About that, and I was going to show you guys what comes in the box. You know, of course, you're going to get your Work Tough Gear. You'll probably get some stickers of some kind, a cloth, some Vafti cord. You'll get some D-rings. See if I can get one out real quick. You'll get your D-rings with a sling, so you can wear it like a baldric sling. And also, I don't know for sure if this comes in everybody's, but there's a leg drop. And that's about it. You'll probably get some extra hardware screws. Make sure you hang on to those. And that's it. All right. Let's go outside and do some chopping and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys some chopping with the V44X. I'm going to use this tree right here. It's a maple tree. All right, so with chopping with the V44X, I try to do a nice ramp there on the pommel so your hand won't slip off. but not make it such a drastic angle that it might hurt your pinky or whatever. And with the grip texture, that will greatly assist with keeping your hand on the knife. I recommend putting your pinky right at the very end, like that. Or you could choke down and let your pinky hang over, but I usually like to keep a full grip on the knife like that. All right, see how many chops we can get. So I'll go a little bit lower. You guys can see about how big the tree is. All right, let's do some more chopping. I have some oil on my hands from that I had on the knife. Let's do this again so you guys can see a little bit more. All right. I'm missing a lot. I've done like 3 chops next to each other, the same depth. All right, so I think I can probably get through this in one chop. Let's see. Almost, not quite. Let's go a little higher up, see if I can get it by this Y. There we go. So if you guys can see about how big that is, I was close to making the other one, but not quite. All right, get a couple cuts out of this. See if I can, let's see. There. Save that one. Okay, I've got a couple pieces of wood here from earlier. I tried to do a few things. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of cross batoning with this one. I'll do it above this knot. So one thing on the V44X, that ramp right there for the swedge, that offers a nice little ledge for the baton to hit. And it's not sharpened, so it kind of helps maintain your baton a little longer. All right. See if I can get this locked in better. There we go. Oop. All right, let's cut this down a little bit. All right, let's try the cross batoning one more time with this baton's cut down a little bit. There you go. That's much better. One more. All right, see, we need to have make a 10 spike made. Actually, I'm going to save this as a baton probably. All right, so let's make a 10 stake. All right, the basic thing for basic shape. Check up on the choil. Alright, let's do a baton some, let's put a little wedge in here. Let's do a 45 and a 90 there. Let's try that. All right, we have our, that's kind of an oversized steak, but you can kind of see. All right, let's do a couple notches in this. Man, I don't know if you guys know this, but it's humid. It's like 90 degrees outside. Ugh. All right, just a little notch. see, let me whittle this bark. All right, so if you can see here, this notch, I would like to have a 90 cut right there. And let's just do that without the baton. Didn't quite make it all the way through. So, there you go. Do a square notch. Got a little square notch, a little thin stake notch. All right, so we'll leave this like this. Leave this down here. I might use this in the creek. Let's take this back up and I'll baton some firewood. All right, I'm gonna cut some smaller stuff. Oh. Cracking. All right, we're gonna split this. It shouldn't be quite as old as the other stuff. This stuff, I don't know if that's gum. That was actually pretty hard. Some of the normally splits are easier than that. But all right, there's that, and there was a knot right there also. The blade looks good. All right. All right, guys. So that's my update video on the V44X, the second production run. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. And August 9th, the drops normally happen at 8 p.m. Eastern at Work Tough Gear on their website. There should be more drops, like I said, at Knife Center and DLT Trading. But that's all for now.